Welcome to our storytelling journey. Stay tuned until the end for the meanings of new words that will enrich your vocabulary. Chapter 1: Illness and Medicine. For the past few days, John has had some difficulty breathing. He was 30 years old, and it was a bit odd for someone of his age to have this symptom. Maybe if he was a smoker, things would make more sense. But John has never smoked a cigarette in his life. He decided to go see his doctor about it. Luckily, he was able to schedule an appointment that week and get himself checked out. At the doctor's office, there was a considerable waiting period before he could be seen by the physician. John bought a book to read in the waiting room, but he found it hard to focus for a very long. After 20 minutes, he started to get a splitting headache. Oh my God, it was a splitting headache. In anticipation of such a scenario, he kept over-the-counter pain relievers in his car, so he washed down the pills with water from the water fountain and took a big sigh of relief. The nurse called John to room 107 and did some routine checkup procedures. She took his blood pressure, measured his height and weight, and asked about his family's history of health problems. There was no heart disease, cancer, and diabetes to worry about. The nurse asked about any and all current drugs he was taking, but he replied that he doesn't take any medication. After John's information was recorded, the nurse left the examination room and told him the doctor would be with him shortly. Just 2 minutes later, he was finally face to face with a man who could help cure him in no time. Dr. Spitzel was his name, and he was as friendly as could be. They too chatted about John's breathing issue, and John went into more detail about his condition. Chest pains were occurring throughout the day, but there was no heart palpitations. There was a little coughing, but no wheezing. The doctor placed his stethoscope on John's chest and asked him to take a couple of deep breaths. After 30 seconds, it seems Dr. Spitzel has reached a final diagnosis. It was asthma. He said it was common for adults to develop asthma and not just children. An inhaler would immediately curb his symptom, but it's a medication he would be required to take for the rest of his life to keep his symptoms at bay. Carrying his prescription from Dr. Spitzel, John headed toward the pharmacy to receive his inhaler. He dropped it off at the customer service desk, then started to wander around the store. It would be some time until his prescription was filled. He browsed the various medicine on the store's shelves. He saw tons of products to treat colds, allergies, and the flu. There were over-the-counter treatments for constipation and diarrhea. The pharmacist called out to John because it was time to pick up his prescription and head back home. While out in his car in the parking lot, John took his first dose and instantly felt much better. It became significantly easier to breathe, and his chest pains settled down. He was grateful for the miracle of modern science and medicine. After that, John knew how important his body and health were to him. Being in a constant state of bad health would cause a very bad quality of life. I hope you enjoyed this story. Now it's time to take a look at some word definitions from it. Let's start with the first word, odd. Odd means not normal. It means unusual. For instance, the cat made an odd noise last night. Symptom. Symptom means a sign that something is wrong with your body. For instance, a headache is a common symptom of a cold. Considerable. Considerable means large in size or amount. She has considerable household chores to do. Hereditary. Hereditary means passed down from parents to children. Okay. Brown eyes are hereditary in my family. Next one, heart palpitation. Heart palpitation is a feeling that your heart is beating very quickly or irregularly. For instance, she felt a heart palpitation when she ran fast. Next word, stethoscope. A tool doctors use to listen your heart and lung. Asthma. Asthma is a condition that makes it hard to breathe. Inhaler is a device that helps people with asthma breathe better by delivering medicine directly to the lungs. She carries her inhaler everywhere in case she needs it. Curb. Curb means to limit or control something. For instance, we need to curb our spending this month. Keep something at bay. What does it mean? It means to prevent something from getting closer or becoming a problem. For instance, he exercises to keep his stress at bay. Settle down. Settle down means to become calm or stable after being active. For instance, after the game, the kids settled down to watch a movie. Miracle. Miracle means something very surprising and wonderful. Over-the-counter treatments. They are medications or healthcare products available for purchase without a prescription. For example, in a case of having a headache, you go to the pharmacy and you buy some over-the-counter painkillers. I hope you learned some new words about illness and medicines. If you like this story, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends who wants to learn English. Your support helps us help more people. Thank you, my love, and bye.